With Switch 2 madness still fully underway, I wanted to crank your consumerism fever pitch up to 1000 by showing you some of the awesome Prime Day deals that are happening for the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 games and accessories over on Amazon for the Prime Day. Yes, I trawled through all the deals. There was about 100 pages of them just for you, so I could find the best ones that relate to the Switch and the Switch 2, so you don't have to. Yes, you can thank me down in the comments. And I have used Amazon.com for this. If you're somewhere else in the world, most of the deals kind of apply to all of the websites, but just for ease, I use .com. Shoot me down if you're from, I don't know, Belarus or something. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. And it's one of our favourite brands, long-time supporters of the channel, and genuinely products that we love, and that is Jsaux. I always want to say Jsaux. It's Jsaux. They've discounted all of their Switch 2 accessories on Amazon Prime. That's pretty exciting. Starting off with their protective case and their carry case, which are both 30% off. We covered them in a recent Switch 2 accessories video. Awesome products, great to see them 30% off. And one of Andy's favourites, so good so that he actually just kept it and hid it from me. They've got 10% off the game carry case, the metallic and magnetic game card carry case. A really cool accessory. And from one brand that we've covered a lot in Jsaux, moving to another that we covered a huge amount in Switch 1 land, and that's TomToc. We haven't actually looked at the Switch 2 cases from TomToc yet, but they're already reduced in the Amazon Prime sale, 23% off. The Switch 1 versions were really cool, both for the Switch 1 and the OLED as well, so I'm sure they're going to be saying it looks like the exact same design, just obviously scaled up slightly for the Switch 2. 23% off their slim hard shell carry cases and a whole bunch of awesome colours there too. And then onto some controllers, because we've just covered this one actually over on the channel. Andy did a review of the 8-bit Do Ultimate 2 Bluetooth. Yes, I say 8-bit Do. I know it's wrong. Hate me for it. That's fine. But this awesome Switch 2 compatible controller, it's not a Switch 2 controller because it doesn't wake from sleep. The Switch 2 compatible controller, 20% off in the Prime Day sale. That is down from $69.99 to $55.99. Pretty awesome there. And also, Cracked, who makes some awesome controllers and cases and stuff there. Neo S is also 33% off, down to $40. It will work with the Switch 2. That's awesome to see. Now, a lot of you couldn't afford, or maybe couldn't even get hold of, because you didn't have a Nintendo Switch Online account, the GameCube controller for the GameCube expansion to the Switch Online and all the games that are there. Well, if you didn't, or it's too expensive for you, PowerA have got your back in the Prime Day sale. The GameCube style controller is PowerA, so it is licensed. So this is a interesting, weird one. Anyway, it's 25% off, down from $28 down to $21. So if you're a skinflint, you want to save some money, or maybe you just couldn't get hold of it, now's your chance to get the kind of cheap version. And whilst we're talking about cheap versions, there's no longer any need for Mad Cats in the world, although I kind of wish we saw them come back, because I think I'd buy one just for the laughs. But if you want a super cheap Switch controller, and PowerA also have an awesome deal at 25% off their red USB. So it's a wired controller, but it takes it down to just $17.24. A very specific price, $17.24. No more Mad Cats, because now you've got basically that is a disposable controller. Really super cheap. And PowerA have one more. In fact, they have a load, but I just picked out my favourite, the wireless controllers, which will work with Switch 2, but again, won't wake from sleep because they're not Switch 2 controller. We're yet to see any third-party ones that will actually do this, although I'm hearing some rumours that some have hit the market already. We haven't got hands-on with any of them yet. Anyway, but the PowerA wireless controller, specifically the Zelda colorway, because I think this one looks cool, it's 44% off in the Prime Day sale, down to $25. That is a bargain of a controller. And of course, no Prime Day sale for your console of choice would be complete without a huge list of discounted games, and there are dozens and dozens. I've just picked out a few of the highlights. Of course, you can let me know of all the other ones that I've missed down in the comments down below. In fact, share so this community can see what ones you like that are on sale. There's also this thing with the Prime Day sales is that we get kind of noticed like a couple of days ahead of what's going to be in the sale, but sometimes things just get announced that we didn't get noticed. So maybe there's things we've missed. Let us know down in the comments so no one can miss out on some bargains that you found. We're going to start this off with the Final Fantasy 126 collection, which is always really expensive from Square, but this is down from $75 all the way down to $45, so 40% off that. Time to pick up that cartridge, I think. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Yes, that's 34% off, down to $23. And yes, of course, in case there's not enough Ninja Turtle video games in your life, there seems to be like 100,000 of them, doesn't there? Anyway, The Mutants Unleashed is down to $18, 55% off this game. We also have Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake, which is 41% off, all the way down to $35. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is down for 33% off, down to $20 too. Some awesome bargains here. Balatro, one of the games of the year last year, is 33% off, down to $20 for the physical version. And I've saved the best for last. The ultimate bargain on this with regards to games is the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 is 57% off, all the way down to $17 for the Switch 1 version of this. That is pretty amazing. Huge bargain. No sales in the Switch 2 games yet, obviously, because they're only just out. We might see the odd 5% off kind of creeping in there, but nothing as of yet. But if you're looking for the ultimate bargain in this list, I would say consider the 128KB channel memberships. It's 99p. Yes! Plug of the day. And on there, you can join our private Discord where we get to share all sorts of cool Switch 2 and handheld gaming content. You can join the community, chat with me and Andy. And whilst you're down there in the comments, digging around, letting us know about all the Switch 2 sales that I've missed in this Prime Day video, you can also like this video, subscribe for more, and I will see you tomorrow for the podcast. Bye!